Hello and welcome to an especially special episode of Forgotten Temples with myself, Mr. B. This is absolutely amazing, I promise you that. For I am in the Kulon mountain ranges, and here lays an abandoned city that has been reclaimed by the jungle. It was abandoned centuries and centuries ago, and if that wasn't enough, it was taken over as a stronghold by the Khmer Rouge and is littered with landmines. It is impossible to locate things here without professional help. I have a guide. And coming here has been very strenuous, but my God, it's worth it. Over there is a temple that's not that impressive, and it was in the next shot you're about to see that I was filming just through here to show you what the tracks are through this jungle are like, that my guide beckoned me on. So I'm reshooting this opener because through there is something so magical I will never ever forget walking down this very path. Now, it's when I was filming that last shot that my guide said, well, just pointed and said, go forward, go forward. So I did. I went up this path. And what I found is one of the most prettiest places I have ever seen in Asia. Here is a little jungle stream. Over here is a small man-made cave, and just to my left is a man-made pool, which I will show you in just a moment. Now, the first thing I wish to show you was what I called that little cave. Now, it is quite obviously man-made. I mean, one can tell just by the squareness of it all. After all, there are no straight lines in nature, which is something I learnt as a kid and I've always remembered. But what this is a very sacred place, because in here would have been a priest, or we could easily call him a hermit. I mean, remember, we're right in the middle of the jungle. And if you look very carefully, you could see that his doorway was guarded by two lovely ladies. Because look here, can you see in this moss, this is the hips here. Here is an arm, there is a partial arm, up there is a head. And over the other side, there is another here. Now, the unfortunate thing is the journey has been so difficult, it has destroyed 2 bits of my equipment, so I can't manipulate the camera as I usually do. But hopefully you can see just there is a lady, and just over my shoulder there is another. But guess what? There is more, because over there is a mighty stone elephant, and there's even a god here. Take a moment and soak this place in that is lost in the jungle. It is quite simply magical. It is enchanted. This is an incredible place. And have a look at that tree there, the one with the roots. It is just amazing. Now let us move forward. And as we move forward, we notice something, don't we? Look at these bricks. These are all uniform because these were once a wall. Now this is better showed as we get closer, because have a look here. I'm going to drop down and look. Here is an ancient wall. But what was it a wall of? Well, walls contain things, don't they? And what it was containing on this occasion was water. Because here in the jungle is this sacred pool. There's a wall that goes along here, along there, and so on to make the square. And there's a very good reason for this. And that reason is a religious one. Because here dwells Vishnu. But for goodness sake, if I take one more step without appreciating this incredible tree, I would be a fool. I mean, just look at it. Is that not alone the work of some ancient god? Now, before we look into the face of one of those mighty Hindu gods, we can look here. Can you see him? Now, this is unbelievably beautiful to me. It's heart-stoppingly beautiful. For entwined in these tree roots, nestled away in the middle of an abandoned city that is littered with landmines, is this. It's an elephant. Look, can you see his ear is here? This is his head. His eye would be there. And this is his trunk. You see? Now can you see him? Known as Damri in Khmer. This elephant slumbers in the jungle with these roots around him like some comforting blanket. And he has laid here for centuries. But he is in excellent company, because what my guide has pointed out to me, in here, tucked away, where almost nobody sees, can you see a head there and a body here? And as we look across, it is here. This is what we're aiming for, because this, my guide informs me, is Lord Vishnu. There's his head, there's his body. And what a setting. Have a look at how absolutely beautiful this place is. So this is the quite miraculous and heavenly Bung Ase. And I am just amazed, because through the jungle there was a temple I was supposed to be filming. I wandered off and the guy said, he pointed and said, keep going. And this is where I ended up. We've seen the most beautiful elephant and this literal magical pool in the middle of a jungle. The journey has been so hard, it has destroyed 2 bits of my equipment. But there's no way I'm letting this escape my film. Just look at it. This is a cathedral of calm. This is a place so very special. I will never, ever forget coming here. And I had no idea it existed. Wow. This is a speechless Mr. B saying, please like, subscribe and comment. Please do on this one, because it's a corker. And as always, join me again next time. And please, please take the very best of care.